Must be impressive.
They're the finest in all the Greek world. I promise you that. Or may Zeus strike me down.
I'm always happy to part with some drachmi if the price is right.
I'm not interested in drachmi. The only currency I accept is orichalcum.
I've never heard of it.
Few have, thankfully. It's a precious metal from a time long before our own. It possesses many properties that Sargon finds appealing.
What exactly do you sell?
Many things, my friend. Many things. I have weapons, armor, fashionable garments, and accessories for you, your friends.
What kind of merchant doesn't take drachmi?
The kind who is interested in rarer and more valuable forms of pay.
All right. Let's see what you have. I need to stay hidden.
Io non racconto αληθές εστί.
Κατανοώ ότι θέλεις.
Ah, Misthios. How was Megaris?
The wolf is dead.
Excellent. The full amount is promised. You expected me to haggle? Come now, Cassandra. It isn't every day I have someone kill their own father. But he wasn't your real father, was he?
Why did you send me to kill Nikolaos?
Because I knew you could. Oh, why him? Because he was brilliant. He would have taken Athens in a month, 2 at most. And Stentor doesn't have the wolf's genius.
You wanted to save Athens?
There's no profit in a quick war. I know. It's a lot to take in all at once. Come. Tell me, Misthios, did you learn anything worthwhile in your dealings with the wolf?
He mentioned my birth father. He might still be alive.
Not for long, if all goes according to plan.
What do you mean?
You're going to bring me his head, of course.
Have you lost your mind?
You killed the man who raised you for drachmi. I merely assumed you wanted your family dead as much as I do.
Malaka! You think you can play with me? I'll cut out your tongue!
So disappointing.
snuck away like a coward. I should investigate his house. A letter to Elpino. Phoebe, you let him write to me. Elpino's looking for a woman. I wonder who he wants in his slimy grasp now. This is a ship manifest. Elpino's selling weapons to both Athens and Sparta. He wants this war to go on forever. I have met some treacherous people. None of them compare to Elpinor. I'm going to look under every rock, in every shadow until I find and kill this vile serpent. They'll be on high alert here. Off we go now. Sharp watch here. The madmen of Prometheus. If only Athena could breathe life into them. Did I? Ride, Phobos! The sanctuary of Delphi. The gods themselves watch over this land. I hope this oracle gives better news than the one in Sparta.
Cassandra, isn't this remarkable? We're so close to the gods, I can feel Apollo all around me. How did it go with Elpinor?
We can talk later in private. Who's this?
Just a simple pilgrim. He just saw the oracle. I couldn't help but ask if she's as glorious as they say.
Well, is she?
She left me with more questions than answers.
That's the oracle for you.
You weren't lying. It really is the spear of Leonidas.
I may have mentioned you.
I would appreciate your showing a bit more secrecy.
Well, it's just he seemed interested in legends. Like you. I thought you might get along.
How did...
You know my spear just by looking at it? You're more than some simple pilgrim.
All things in Delphi are more than they appear. Even I. My name is Herodotus. I'm a storyteller. Or I was. This war is forcing us all to new extremes.
That much is true. Why are you hiding your identity?
I'm here on behalf of a man in Athens. A very powerful man. We intend to finally end this war.
You told me you came to ask the oracle a personal question.
War is personal, Barnabas.
So, you came to seek the Pythia's guidance on how to end the war?
I did. Though something is wrong in Delphi. Guards at every turn, people being turned away.
You don't seem convinced the Pythia can be believed. What did she tell you?
I asked her to show the path to the war's end. She said, spring should not wish for winter, as it brings death with it.
Such wisdom. I don't understand a word of it, but that's why she's in there and we're out here.
I know the threat when I hear one.
You were on Kefalonia for too long.
This line is ridiculous. Are there always this many people to see the Pythia?
These are more than just people. Every city sends a Fiori or sacred ambassadors to seek guidance on behalf of their people. The Pythia not only shapes the destinies of individuals, but of the entire Greek world.
Imagine what power one would have if they controlled what came out of her mouth.
Apollo controls this.
Of course he does.
Delphi is nothing, like they say. Has it always been like this?
No. This was once an open and welcoming place. But war changes things. People seek out the Pythia for more political reasons. Prophecies in times of war often stir violent emotions.
It's wise to keep your blades sheathed. Drawing blood in Delphi is considered an insult to Apollo. Punishment is severe.
I have my own questions for the Pythia. But this line... I'll be an old woman by the time I see her.
You're joking! You carry more blades than a field of grass!
I didn't come here to start trouble.
Trouble? Just walk in! Who's going to stop you? The priest?
All right. But if things get out of hand, I'm blaming you, Barnabas.
Is she not every bit as great as I said?
I'm here to see the Pythia.
Only those chosen by the light of Apollo may enter.
How does one get chosen?
One goes to the back of the line.
Do I look like someone who waits in line?
Enter into the light of Apollo, the light that illuminates shadow. Choose your question wisely, mortal, for you have but one. Speak, truth seeker.
I lost my mother when I was young. I have to find her. Where is she?
It's you! From the visions! The child on the mountain!
How could you know that?
You need to leave. Now.
Leave? Do you have any idea what I've been through to get here?
Oh, but I do. I saw you feign ignorance in Kausos. You let an unknown sickness govern your decision. Innocents died thanks to you.
But how?
No one can hide from the light.
Please. I've come this far. You must have the answers I seek.
Child of the mountain, the cult of Cosmos have eyes everywhere. They will kill you.
Cult of Cosmos?
The Oracle has spoken! The prophecy is yours!
You never answered my question!
The Pythia is done for the day.
I'm not leaving until I get answers! Herodotus, you're still here. Where's Barnabas?
He's gone back to your ship. You don't look happy with your prophecy.
She... knew who I was.
She's the Pythia. It's her business to act like she knows you.
That was no act. She said she had visions of me as a child on a mountain.
What child hasn't stood on a mountain?
I was thrown from that mountain. My life started and ended on that mountain, I'm telling you. She knew who I was, what I'd done. She tried to warn me.
Warn you? About what?
She mentioned the cult of Cosmos. Does this mean anything to you?
I'd heard whispers. A cult unlike any other coming to Delphi. But I paid them no mind.
And the Pythia seemed afraid of them. guards took her away.
Took her away? Then the whispers were true. If this cult has corrupted the Pythia... This is devastating news. Do you understand what this means? Through her, the cult controls the world.
I need to speak with her when she's not so well protected.
That would require a miracle from the gods. She is always protected.
You know more about the Pythia than I do. Where would she be?
When she's not in the Temple of Apollo, she's at her home in the Hora of Delphi.
I can't go breaking down every door until I find her.
The Oracle's home is probably easy enough to spot. She'd be the only person in the Hora of Delphi who can afford to live in luxury.
Where in the Hora of Delphi does the Pythia live?
I've heard she lives on the outskirts of the village, but be warned, she will be guarded. Not everyone comes to see the Oracle with the best of intentions.
I'll find where the Pythia lives, and I will get answers.
Cassandra, don't forget. Brute force is useless when finesse is required.
Το άδικον εστίν.
Άνεμον διώκεις, ο άνθρωπε!
Τι γίνεται?
Did you find the Pythia?
I'll find... The Oracle is hiding inside. I'll finally get some answers. Better stay hidden. That's a lot of protection for the Pythia. not here to hurt you. I just want answers.
The Pythia is a sacred vessel of the gods. People travel the world for my answers. But none of them would dare break into my home. Apollo's wrath will be cruel and swift. Guards!
I'm looking for my family. And everywhere I go, people are either lying or trying to kill me. You're the first person who might have some answers.
But they'll kill me if I tell you.
Not if I get to them first. Help me, and no harm will come to you, I promise.
All right. But ask your questions quickly. The longer you're here, the more at risk we both are.
What is this cult of Cosmos?
They are the eyes that see, but go on.
Enough with the riddles!
I don't know. I swear.
Why would you work for the cult?
I have no choice.
So, all those prophecies from the...
Most want to know about love or death. I tell them what they want to hear. But when people want to know about war...
You said you saw me in your visions.
What? There is an artifact under the temple of...
You called me the child on the...
The cult hunts a Spartan child who survived the terrible fall from Mount Taieto.
You have an opportunity to tell me where they are.
Beneath the temple of Apollo there is a...
Where can I find one?
There is a man.
What's his name?
Elpinor.
Elpinor?
I can't be sure.
Any idea where I can find...
There is a fort.
You've been helpful.
May the light of Apollo...
So much for using finesse. I should tell Herodotus what the Pythia told me about the cult. Maybe he'll have some insight.
Well? What did the Pythia tell you?
The cult of Cosmos is hunting me. But I'm going to hunt them first. She told me they meet in a secret chamber. under the Temple of Apollo.
So it's all true. If the cult has done anything, it's fooled this old man.
I can't get in without a mask and cloak. It's how the cultists identify each other.
The Temple of Apollo is by the Cave Ogyea. Simple enough to find. But a cultist's mask and cloak? How will you accomplish that?
The Pythia gave me the only clue I need. When I'm ready, I'll meet you at the temple. For now, I'm going to kill Elpinor. Malaka's liar.
This is your last fight!
Up! Let's go.
Your eyes even open?
Won't leave snakes in the grass, but I wasn't expecting this.
Who's doing that?
Got a reason to be here?
Death is coming for you, Elpinor.
What a shame. We would have made you rich before we killed you. Don't take it personally, Mister. Your mother is the one we really want. Don't fight it. The cult always gets better. We already have Demos. We'll find your mother and you'll be dead.
God, help me!
Killing me is a mistake.
Trusting you on Kefalonia was a mistake.
I am the reason you left that island alive. The cult wanted you dead.
What cult? Where are they? Small shard I found on Elpinor is like nothing I've ever seen. Might come in handy. I should stay hidden if I don't want to fight.
What are you doing? Huh? Hello? Who's there? What? You shouldn't be here!
work of a professional killer.
Πού καλυθές τούτο εστί?
Huh? What's that?
Gods! That noise is driving me crazy!
You there!
So this is the secret chamber. So, this is it.
Hidden chamber of the cultists. Here, all alone.
I'm going inside. Keep my clothes for me?
Best not to go in with your weapons, either. I don't think they'll look too kindly on that.
How do I look?
Terrifying.
Good.
Find me once you've found out the truth in there. Keep your wits about you. Try not to do anything rash.
Me? Rash? Thought these ridiculous costumes were a good idea.
You're late! Very late! It's a good thing Demos hasn't arrived yet.
Sorry, it's my first time.
A new recruit? Welcome, welcome!
There's a lot of people here.
All share our common mind.
Good.
We're here to evaluate the strides taken by the cult since the last meeting. We haven't met for some time.
Where did they come from?
The land and across the seas, we assemble as a community. Here, there is no war. There are no sides.
You mentioned someone. Demos. Who is that?
You'll learn his name very, very quickly.
He's our leader.
I'm sure he believes that, but no. He's our weapon. He's difficult, but he does important work for us. I don't envy his position one bit.
I'll go talk to the others. Thank you.
Yes, yes, before Demos comes. Who knows if you'll get a word in after that.
All right, then. Highest bidder gets an Olympic match thrown in their favor.
With what influence?
My post gets me sway in any event. Come now, name your bet, if you aren't a coward.
A shipment of marble for the Athenians to take to the discus event.
If it be that easy, then 25 of my ship's lays for the Spartan side.
None of that. My pockets feel light.
Yes, yes, how could I forget? The Olympics bring a truce of war, but never a truce in the exchange of drachmi.
You're not listening. Forget the mother.
I'm still not convinced.
You. We need another opinion on this. Why split resources searching for a woman we can't find? If we narrow our focus, Athens will be ours. Immediate threats have to be destroyed. Pericles has to be destroyed.
Not without the mother. We aren't strong enough without the mother.
Don't let Demos hear that. If anything, we should be hunting the father.
We know who the mother is. Looking for the father would be a waste of resources.
What do you think? Hunt the champion's mother or his father?
The father.
What did I tell you?
You're both wrong.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
I'll need much more information to identify who
You're
these
just
cultists
wrong.
are.
We need to look for the father now. We can't have two minds about this. The cult must decide.
Pull yourself together, Malaka! You're a fucking pig before slaughter!
I'll do it, I swear. I'll kill him. Let me go.
You like to watch, you sick fuck? You're not just going to watch, you're going to teach this little insolent shit a lesson! Show him what happens to cowards. They get fucking burned!
Hand it to me.
Ha ha ha!
No! No!
More?
No. I'll go to Athens. I'll stake out the temple. I'll kill him.
Good. And don't waste my fucking time again!
It's only blood right now, but who knows? Demos may ask for our hands next. Go on, go on. Make your offering. We just have to keep our sights on what the bloodline will do for us.
The bloodline?
The mother, the father, the sister. You know, his kin. We need them. All of them.
To use them?
That information is not for Demos, of course. You know how volatile he is. He could rip through us easily.
I'll be sure to keep it to myself.
As you should. Nor can he know we're about to capture his mother.
And do what with her?
I would lower my voice if I were you. Just know she will be put to good use, unless she's uncontrollable.
You know where she is?
No, but it won't be long until we do, I assure you. She's the cult's next target.
Tell me about Deimos.
He's shown us what we need to know. He's a machine, a weapon for the cult. Someone that unstable can't be trusted with such personal information.
I have to go.
To our great ambition.
To ambition.
What else do you want from me?
Why they face? So sad. Like the tragic mask of Melpomene. Your family is safe. For now.
Just don't touch them. Don't hurt them.
That is up to you. But I know you behave because you know their fates if you don't.
Please, don't.
We will kill them. Your wife, your child. And then what would you have to live for?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Letters to and from the cult. Gods, they have a foothold in every part of the Greek world. We're in more danger than I thought. Strange. I feel something. Towards the pyramid. It's covered in shards like Alpinos.
Ah, you had the last piece. Now it is ready. Every time I see it, it calls to me and sings of power. Does it call to you like it calls to me?
It does. It's impressive.
Yes. Show your reverence. What we have now is everything. Hera has blessed me. My great warrior is leading our army to victory. Can you imagine the pride I feel? Our champion will destroy our enemies before they even think to kneel. Mark my words.
Elpinor is dead. One of you is a traitor. The artifact will Expose them.
You!
Everyone will be tested. You first. Oh. You. Go. You. Mario. Go! You! Get up here! The traitor is dead!
Μεγαλώνει και πολιώνει με. Χθονία και...
You're alive.
I found them. They have an army. Not the Spartans or Delians. An army just to themselves. I can't fight an army, Herodotus.
I see. It's worse than I thought.
There's more. They have a weapon.
What kind?
A soldier. Stronger and more ferocious than any I've ever seen. Herodotus... It's my brother.
We need to get to Athens.
Athens? We need to find my mother. My clothes. Spear.
Of course.
My spear! The cult of Cosmos called my brother Deimos. He used an artifact to see my memories.
Cassandra, the man I serve We must tell him what's happened before it's too late. You've heard the name Pericles before.
Pericles is the great general leading the Delian League against the Spartans. They say he's ruthless.
We aren't leading the League against anyone. Pericles is a man of peace. This war was thrust upon him. Upon us all.
A general who doesn't want war? Not likely.
Save your doubts. He is working to end this war. We all are. If there are forces colluding against him, he must be warned. We have to go.
You weren't there, Herodotus. The cult controls everything. There's no stopping them.
Which is why you cannot turn away. They want to destroy all of the Greek world with this war.
I won't be some pawn in your scheme, Herodotus.
Don't do it for me, then. Do it for your mother. If there is one place where we can find information about your mother, it is in Athens.
How?
Pericles surrounds himself with the brightest minds in Athens. Which is to say, anywhere. In Athens, you can fulfill your duty to your family.
But before we can go, I need you to meet me at the Lion of Leonidas, at Thermopylae.
Leonidas? Why?
There's something I need to know. Something that may help us take down this cult, and save your mother.
You've proven I can trust you, but let's make it quick, Herodotus. First, Thermopylae. Then we go to Athens. I'll make sure every single one of these cultists dies by my hands.
The cult is nothing without me. Even the gods cower in my wake. Kneel or die.
Who needs democracy when Thrakmi rules the world?
Cosmos demands to know the secrets hiding in the hearts of men. So I simply cut them open.
Chaos is our greatest strength.
The fight is only over when I am the last man left standing.
I spent 20 years at sea, only to realize the cult was my home.
Slaves understand you better when you carve your rules into the backs of their heads.
What's one life worth without 1,000 others behind it?
Move aside!
There'll be trouble if I'm spotted here.
Glory! Where are they going? No getting out of this! Here! It's time! Can't defeat me. I see him! I've seen cops fight better than you! You won't get away that easily! You're going to die here, coward! Aha! You're
Let's go. Path of Betrayal. This is where that traitor snuck the Persian army past Sparta's defenses. Taking this path feels as if I'm betraying Sparta too.
Oh!
my life, I've heard stories of Leonidas. I can't believe I'm finally seeing where history was made. Thermopylae. They say you can't walk this battlefield without getting blood on your toes.
If you close your eyes, you can hear them. Their final war cries, before every last one of those brave Spartans perished. Their voices were silenced that day, but their story will be sung for an eternity.
You didn't bring me here to talk about dead Spartans. What's on your mind, Herodotus?
The Battle of Thermopylae still echoes in our hearts. But to stand here is to feel it in your bones.
There's nothing here but ghosts. My concerns are with the living.
Hold out your spear.
My spear? What for?
I need to know something.
Herodotus!
I'm fine. I'm fine. The stories are true. That is the spear of Leonidas. The hero's blade.
Where were Sparta's allies?
The Spartans weren't alone in facing Xerxes and his hordes. Many from across the Greek world were armed and ready to fight alongside Leonidas and his 300. But when the mighty king looked into their eyes and saw fear, he sent them home.
That sounds like madness, not bravery.
It was foretold by the Pythia that Sparta would lose either its freedom or its king to the Persians. Leonidas made his choice.
What happened to the traitor, Ephialtes?
King Xerxes paid him well, but treachery breeds treachery. A contract was put on his head, and he died as he lived. A coward.
What happened to Leonidas after the battle?
Xerxes was famous for honoring warriors who fought valiantly against the Persians. But Leonidas infuriated him so much, he cut off his head and impaled it on a pike. A bloody battle ensued, and his remains were reclaimed by the Spartans and buried here. Now, however, he rests where he belongs.
In Sparta. You knew this would happen.
I didn't know, but I did suspect. There is a place I'd convinced myself was a dream. Until now. A peculiar structure on the island of Andros. Mysterious shapes carved in stone. Like nothing I've ever seen.
You want to sail to Andros so you can show me shapes?
In my travels, I heard whispers of an ancient civilization. A people who came before. Your spear and that place are connected.
You mentioned a people that came before. Who were they?
They were not gods, but they lived far longer than any mortal, and were far more intelligent. I've seen carvings in caves, strange symbols that suggest it was this ancient civilization that created humankind, and provided them with fire.
But Zeus blamed Prometheus.
Yes. Well, perhaps his eagle has been feasting on the wrong liver.
The spear awakened to you, Herodotus. I trust you.
You understand. I will do everything in my power to help you find your mother. I promise. But first, we must sail to the island of Andros.
I'll meet you at my ship.
Welcome aboard the Adrestia, Herodotus. Will you be traveling with us?
Only for a short trip. I have business to attend to in Athens.
Herodotus is helping me find my mother.
Seeking help from the gods has put Herodotus on your path, just like they put you on mine. They work in ways beyond our comprehension, and all we can do is follow their lead.
You... Herodotus and I share an history.
Like El Pinor?
He is... once part of a very powerful group called the Cult of Cosmos that controls the Greek world through the Oracle.
Control the Oracle? Impossible! Apollo would not allow that.
Now they're looking for my mother. I need to find her before they do.
And I believe they will hurt others who oppose their views along the way.
By Hermes! The Oracle lost to corruption, and now this cult! Do we know who leads them?
I don't know for sure.
Your father! By Zeus, your life is complicated!
Tell me.
Don't you worry! This cult of Cosmos now has 3 new enemies, and one of them fights like Athena, and 6 louder like Zeus! We'll bring the wrath of the gods down upon them!
Is he always this positive?
Always. That's why I like him.
Poseidon, carry us to Athens!
First, we need to go to Andros.
To Andros, then! We're going to have to do some upgrades to my ship if we're sailing into war.
What do you mean?
Well, it's old. Perhaps not in the best condition.
You couldn't have said this before we set sail? Where in Poseidon's name are we going to get the supply?
My father taught me that the sea takes and we must do the same. Fortunately, there are plenty of pirate ships in these waters that we can board and take from.
What are we waiting for? Let's hunt some pirates! To battle stations! Get that sail up! Let's see what they make of fire!
We're taking damage from the fire!
We board the bastard!
Maximum speed! Commander, there's a storm! The roads can't keep this.
Brace yourself, wherever! I need
We're going to have to do some upgrades to my ship if we're sailing into war.
What do you mean?
Well, she's old, and perhaps not in the best condition.
You couldn't have said this before we set sail? When it was final time, are we going to get the supplies?
My father taught me that the sea tanks, and we must do the same. Fortunately, there are plenty of pirate ships in these waters that we can board and take from.
What are we waiting for? Let's hunt some pirates! Ready for battle!
That's more than us! I see salvage!
The Bay of Marathon is you know, the battle where a handful of Athenians pushed back the first Persian invasion. The great Themistocles. King Darius of Persia.
I'm not sure. The site where the great Theseus slayed the vicious Cretan bull.
Oh, that marathon.
You're both hopeless.
Fires in position!
She's in ramming shape now.
Get your weapons ready!
I think we're out of danger here. You had me worried for a second there, Commander.
Cassandra, there's a question I've been meaning to ask you.
Go on.
Your spear. How did you find it?
My mother told me that the Spartan army brought it back from the Battle of Thermopylae.
Why bring it back to Rome?
Leonidas was her father.
Incredible. And it gives you visions. Perhaps it's trying to guide you. Show you a path.
There's more. It helps me in battle.
What do you mean?
I can't really describe it. It's like I know what my opponent's next move will be just before it happens.
Fascinating. This is just extraordinary. We are approaching the island of Andros, Cassandra.
Yes! Here we can see the...
τον Χριστόν που και θέλω. Ερέτο, ερέτο, ερέτο.
Is that a door? Here it is. How do I get inside? I wonder if...
Who's there? Come out!
Hesitation only hastens.
The grave, I know, Mater.
Your form is improving. Your resolve is strong, but you're not taking action.
I was going to.
I know, but it's the moments in between that decide everything. Your turn.
Leonida's spear.
You're old enough now. My father's spear holds a certain burden, but you're ready.
I felt something.
Huh?
The spear. It has magic.
Carries with it a long line of power. A bloodline of incredible heroes. The same blood within you and me and our family.
All of us?
Think of Leonidas. He had great courage. And he made a great sacrifice. You share in his blood and the strength he possessed. We are able to feel certain things happening around us. That is our family's gift. But not everyone understands that. Some recognize the power we bear and want it only for themselves. They will try to take it from us.
I won't let them.
I know. You're a warrior. If we keep moving forward, always moving forward, we're untouchable. Storm's coming in.
Then maybe we should move forward now.
Mother, I haven't forgotten you. By the gods! Who built all this? How does a place like this exist? How could I even explain this to someone like Marcos? Something's glowing over there.
Forge activated. Synchronizing retransmission chronicity. Contact engaged.
Themos. The Forge.
I knew I let you stay in the Animus too long. Your vitals are crashing.
You don't understand. This confirms it. Cassandra didn't just have Isu technology. She had the means to improve it. Imagine how powerful the staff could be.
I admit, that could be an incredible find. But right now, I'm the doctor, and I take care of you. Now get some rest before you go back to Cassandra.
If you insist. But only because I've got work to do on the outside.
Please, just clear your head. The last thing we need is a cell leader suffering from the bleeding effect and spearing us because we're Hittites or Thracians.
I won't. The Thracians throw great parties.
Don't forget, we're a team. We'll back you up until you're finished your investigation.
I know. Kiyoshi secured the loft yesterday and he's keeping an eye out. Elena's on call doing historical research.
And I'm here to talk if you're feeling any confusion from the Animus.
Always the therapist. So, Doctor, how do you feel now that we're closer than ever to the staff?
I believe this staff is important. But the Templars and Assassins have found staves of Eden before. Nikolai Tesla blew one up in Russia, if I remember correctly.
This is different. If what I saw in Egypt is true, this staff doesn't control minds. It controls physics, time. Imagine rewriting the rules of the universe.
The spear you found is right here, and it's not doing anything.
The spear's attached to a bloodline. Leonidas, Cassandra, and Alexios. They were intimately connected to it.
Are you sure you can use the Staff of Hermes, then?
No. But if the Templars get it, they won't stop until they find someone who can. So, what do you think of my new Animus?
You mean our new Animus? That's Abstergo equipment.
Which I've modified to within a millimeter of its digital life. It's an Animus console prototype, Raman variant, with the I/O capacities pushed to their max. Ultra-portable with more calculating power than NASA and CERN combined. I'll go stretch my legs. Too bad we don't have access to the Abstergo gym anymore, huh?
Membership costs too much.
Ugh. Eagles are fine and all, but a pet monkey would be even cooler.
Fascinating. Layla, can you believe we're meeting Herodotus himself?
I can. He sure does talk a lot.
Is there anything I can help you with?
So does what I'm seeing as Cassandra match your research? I had to tweak the Animus to use what we have of the book as reference.
That book is a lost work by Herodotus. He basically invented the concept of recording history. And other figures are matching up too. Cleon, Pericles. The chance to see the past firsthand is why I joined the Assassins.
Most people would talk about justice or leaping across rooftops, but history's cool too.
I've loved history since my grandpa told me stories about his grandpa back in Ireland. He was an adventurer and sailor. So I'm continuing the family tradition. I feel so lucky.
You make your own luck, remember?
Why do people keep telling me that?
So I've met Herodotus, but I don't know much about him.
He's brilliant. His histories are considered the foremost textbook of classical Greece. People have made their careers analyzing his words for some new perspective. To see him in his own world, walking in the polis, and... Sorry, but he's kind of a hero of mine.
You can fangirl all you want.
Yay!
I'll leave you to your work.
If you need anything, just let me know.
I should check...
Hier soir, un cambriolage a eu lieu à la basilique cathédrale Notre-Dame de Québec. Heureusement, les dégâts au bâtiment historique sont minimes. Le secrétariat de la paroisse rapporte que les malfaiteurs sont partis en laissant derrière la cible du vol.
The lost book of Herodotus. The spear of Leonidas. If I didn't work for the assassins, I wouldn't believe it. I'm still not sure I believe it. But a little luck and a lot of research later, and we've got ourselves the archaeological find of the century. At least, we would if I could publish it. The center of the universe, circa 400 BCE. What? What? I wonder if the Fry twins would still recognize London. A rooftop's still a rooftop. How's it going out there?
Well, no threats in view.
I'm glad we could work together again.
I believe our working methods are compatible.
Are you still upset about our last run-in with Abstergo? I'm sorry, I didn't realize those hills in Quebec were so steep. But hey, you and your Yakuza reflexes saved us. Sorry, ex-Yakuza.
We're all alive and our injuries have healed. That's what matters.
Of course, I'll return to the Animus, then follow the trail Herodotus left to find the staff. But there's so many possibilities, so many choices. There's no way to know which ones are right. You used to run part of the Japanese Brotherhood. What would you do?
Take things one step at a time, observe then act, or kill everyone and search their pockets for answers. You decide.
Thanks for watching our backs, Kiyoshi. I'll leave you to your work.
I'll report in if Abstergo drops by.
Looks third echelon. Or is it fourth? Too bad we had to leave before we could drink some more caribou.
Are you sure you want to go back into the Animus right now? I get the impression you'll be there a long time.
Yes. I'm ready to go back to Cassandra.
All right. I'll be watching your back.
My spear is stronger now. The cult won't stand a chance. Well, Herodotus will be happy. It's clear someone was here far before we were. Did Leonidas know this place existed?
Time to talk! You're not hard to track.
Did you come alone? Are you all right? Alexios, you're alive!
Don't touch me.
Come on, little brother. You have to tell me everything. What's happened to you?
I don't have to tell you anything. I don't know you.
Well, I know you. It doesn't matter. There's more important things to argue about.
You're right. Like that stunt you pulled with the artifact. It got my attention, if that's what you wanted.
What? The artifact showed the truth. We're family. And we made it out of Sparta alive.
Yes, it did show the truth. It confirmed what I always knew. You threw me off a fucking mountain!
If that's what you think, Alexios, you must have hit your head on the way down.
I've heard this story, and not from a liar like you. And never call me Alexios.
Right. Demos. Now him, I don't know.
He's a demigod, worshipped and feared by the cult and all the Greek world.
Sounds like a fantasy to me. Did the cult cook that story up too?
I'd watch your fucking mouth, or I'll shut it for you.
You didn't when you had the chance before, and I bet you won't now. This is stupid. We need to find our mother.
I'm not interested in reunion. I just want to know what you think you're doing.
Same thing as your cult. Looking for Myrrine, our mother.
They don't need her.
Your cultists think differently. She's their next target.
If they ever pursued her, it would be to kill her. But if you don't know where she is, that means she abandoned you too. How sad.
Even if we were abandoned, we survived. We can go back to the way things were if we can find her.
The cult has no interest in sentimentality or family. Its only aim is control.
If it's true they're after us, tell them they'll never find Nikolaos. He's off the map. Trust me, I've searched myself.
If I could find you, the other long-lost child of Nikolaos, then I can find him. And when I do, he'll wish he was thrown off that mountain.
I don't care what you think. I'll find Myrrine. Do the right thing. Come with me.
What?
We could find her. Together. You could help me.
Oh, you think friendship is the answer? Running around like lost children looking for dear mother. You're so weak.
It's responsibility, not weakness. I won't abandon the whole family just for spite.
Responsibility? Get off your high horse. The cult has a plan, and it won't be interrupted by the likes of you.
Taking your own mother isn't enough for them?
We're not abductors. We're political. Those who don't stand with us stand against us, and they pay for that mistake.
Like me.
Like you. I heard you're planning a trip to Athens. When you go, tell Pericles and his elitist scum they're next.
The cult let Myrrine live. They let Nikolaos live. Why kill them now?
Because you live. You brought this on her and yourself. The cult is powerful, but they're mortals. I have the blood of gods, so they think you do too. But they'll see how wrong they are.
I'm going after the cult, you know.
You've seen our numbers. You've seen what I can do. And you still think you stand a chance?
Try me.
So having guts runs in the family, does it? You claim we have the same blood. So let's see what you can do.
We still found each other, brother.
I told you not to touch me.
Demos! Malaka. Herodotus won't believe this. I have to tell him what happened. Be careful. High security here.
στο Κόρακαν. By your means, I'm free at last. My thanks. Αλόκοτον Τζαμάλα. The gods have brought you to me, Mistios. I am forever.
I never thought I'd be free.
I will follow Demos to the underworld, and bring my hordes with us!
Well, was the legend true? Was it magnificent? What happened to you? And your spear?
Slow down, Herodotos. My spear's stronger now. I can feel it. You were right, there was some kind of artifact there. It showed me a vision. Of me and my mother.
So, the ancient civilization is real. Cassandra, you have no idea the power you possess. All harnessed in Leonidas' spear.
That's not everything. Demos followed me here. The cult's already moving, he told me himself. They're going after us. My family, Pericles.
Why would he tell you? Unless it was a trap.
It doesn't matter. We have to get to Athens, to warn Pericles. And we need to find my mother before they do.
Then, we go to the Pnyx. If Pericles is anywhere, he's there.
Get ready to set sail!
Commander! We're back!
Maximum speed! Port in! Full sail!
What's the weather? It's not safe to be here. Watch out. The seas are treacherous around Chaos. We should be careful.
What? Charybdis and Scylla await at the bottom of the sea.
No! Pirates! A lot of them!
Only pirates?
Rowing speed!
When you're ready, meet me at the Pnyx in Athens.
Ella. Move!
Move! Come on. Athens. Let's see what this city has in store for me.
The Spartans may draw near to our walls, but we must come together now for the glory of Athens!
Glory for you! Friends, please! Just because the Spartans are near our walls does not mean we can act like them! A good crop! Shame the Spartans burned the fields where it grew! The Parthenon is glorious, Pericles, but at what cost? How many triremes could we have built instead?
We must not become divided!
We are divided! And the Spartans are winning! Act, Pericles, or I will!
Oh, good. You came. Things are worse than I feared. Cleon has turned the mob. We have to hurry.
Where?
To Pericles. There's much to do, and many unknowns. Stay back! She's no threat to Pericles. I assure you.
Ah, Herodotus. It's fine. Let them through.
It's good to see you again, Pericles.
And you as well. I only wish it were under better circumstances. And who's this?
Cassandra.
Welcome, Cassandra. And what did you think of your first taste of Athens?
I think you did a great job.
It's so easy to forget the good someone has done when times become hard.
Pericles, We've come to...
We must choose our moment wisely and speak our words more privately.
Fine. We've come to you on urgent business.
As does everybody.
I may have told Cassandra you'd invite her to your symposium.
You'd ask me to exclude every Athenian and invite an outsider instead. You heard the crowd. They don't need another reason to hate me.
If she's working for you, maybe the prying eyes will see her as a servant.
I'm no one's servant.
Cassandra, this is Athens. If you want something, sometimes you have to play a role.
And what exactly is it that you want?
We're all after something, even you.
You're better at reading others than you let on.
Just tell me what to do.
First, check on my colleague, Mediocos. He was meant to meet me today, and it's not like him to miss an appointment.
Done.
My friend, Phidias, needs to be taken out of Athens as soon as possible.
Anything else?
Yes. There's an ostracism vote taking place that could use your influence.
Metiochos. You said he was your colleague?
A politician and ally. He's one of my most loyal friends.
Phidias? The famous sculptor? What did he do, exactly?
He stands accused of multiple offenses and is awaiting trial. You'll find him under close guard at his workshop.
Ostracism?
Exile is a term you may be more familiar with. Here in Athens, we vote between two people to decide who should leave.
It's between the sophist Anaxagoras and another man, on trial for impiety. My contact near the Agora will give you the details.
I'll do it.
I'll expect you to use discretion.
That went well. It isn't exactly an invitation, but the promise of one is just as good. Although I'm sure he'll still ask Aspasia if it's okay.
So long as it comes.
Have you done all that, Pericles?
Before it's too late!
By the gods! Why did it have to be snakes?
Help me! If you leave, these snakes will kill me! Get me out of here!
Blessed be the god that sent you here. I'd have been eaten alive if it weren't for you.
I don't think they'd eat you.
But they would have certainly killed me. So thank you.
I'm always happy to help someone in need.
The world could do with more like you. Especially now.
Pericles sent me. He was worried about you. You often get tied up and surrounded by snakes?
How can you joke about this? Thugs broke into my home, dragged me here, tied me up and surrounded me with these hideous creatures. They must be stopped.
The snakes?
The thugs!
Why would anyone do this?
Politicians are easy targets in these troubled times. When they tied me up, they said I was a snake. That I should die by my own kind.
Did you recognize the people who did this?
Pericles asked me to go down to the fishing district and talk with the poor and sick, to give them hope. That's how I recognized their voices.
Oh, yes?
They threw rotten food and yelled insults at me. These thugs disguised their faces, but their voices and the stench of fish were unmistakable.
Where should I look?
I couldn't see their faces, but I recognized their voices from one of the districts I visited. They're regulars at Cleon's rallies. They live in the flooded part of the city, near the wall.
I'll track them down, Metiojos. Don't worry.
Tensions are high right now. At this rate, we'll tear each other apart within the city, before the Spartans...
Part of Athens I doubt Pericles is proud to talk about. There has to be a clue around here somewhere. Snakes. Like the ones that were meant to kill Metiojos. It looks like the thugs who attacked Metiojos weren't the masterminds behind this plot. Snake bites. And someone hid the body. Though I have a feeling this death was an accident. This must be the house of Metiojos' attackers. But the letter proves they're just tools in someone else's plan. Whose?
What the fuck are you doing sniffing around my house?
You attacked Metiojos. I found the snakes, the letter from your friend, and a body. All here.
Ah, poor Actis. We all knew the risks. Change don't happen without a bit of blood being spilled.
Why kill Metiojos with snakes?
We're prisoners in our own city. Because of Pericles and his crooked friends. The snake dealer told us it's time to send a message. Time they suffered.
You can't take the law into your own hands. Now I need to decide what to do with you.
Cleon says it's time we took the city back from the elite. Time to fight. Don't matter what you do to us. There will be others who follow our lead.
I know someone gave you those snakes. They used you to do their dirty work. I want to know who.
He's a real hero of Athens. No puppet of Pericles is going to stop him.
Don't be someone's puppet. Tell me where the snake dealer is.
All right. He's got a camp just outside the walls. Sells his snakes from there.
It's not too late to make a difference, but we have to work together.
Maybe you're right. You didn't have to show us mercy. But where do we start?
Start here. This district is your home. Ignore the politicians and concentrate on where you can make change.
Thank you. We will try.
I need to rid Athens of these snakes in there.
Thank you for helping us see the truth. Thank you for helping us see the truth.
Επικαλούμε σε, Μάκαρ, πολιώνυμε.
The famous Acropolis, a testament to humankind's skill and craftsmanship.
Goddess of war and wisdom.
Επικαλούμε σε, Μάκαρ, πολιώνυμε, περίπολε και τελετάρχα, Θεόν Πάτερ ιδέ και Ιε, σκυπτούχε, ούρε δημάτος, ποτιόκος με οδηγέ των κομμών, ελθέ,
Here.
I might have a job for you. If you're as good a fighter as I've heard.
You've heard of me?
Don't let it go to your head. I hear about everything that happens in this city, Mystios.
With flattery like that, how could I possibly turn you down?
I'm not trying to flatter you. I'm trying to hire you. I need some Spartan military targets removed.
I'll help you if I can. Depending on what it is you need, General...
Demosthenes.
Very good.
My spies tell me the Spartans are mobilizing. What I want you to do is hamstring them. Get into their forts and remove the commanders in charge.
I guess that makes sense.
I'm thrilled you approve. You'll need to bring me the seals of the commanders you kill as proof. You'll be amply rewarded.
Those don't seem like standard Athenian tactics.
They're not. But it will work, and that's what matters. We've already lost too many Athenians to those savages using traditional warfare. The other generals disagree, but I refuse to let them destroy our chances.
What do they want to do?
They want honorable face-to-face warfare, pitting our forces directly against the Spartans. We're not going to win a contest of strength against those brutes. We need to outthink them. So, will you kill the commanders?
All right. I'll take the job.
Good. I might not have approval to deploy our men to do this, but I'm not about to let that stop me.
What's so special about these seals?
Only elite Spartan commanders carry these seals, those in charge of entire forts. They'd all die before parting with them. So bring me the seals as proof that they're dead.
Where can I find them?
The Spartans have been making inroads into Athenian territory, taking over forts that once belonged to us. Make them pay for every inch.
What's your strategy?
Whatever it takes to protect Athenian lives, and...
That's not what I meant. What's your personal strategy?
My career is none of your business. Know that I don't seek much. Only proper recognition of my strategic brilliance.
You've told me enough. I'll get your seals for you, General.
Και ω, και αέφρομε, πέμπτης της ωραίων κεφαλάς,